Archaeology is one of the disciplines that tries to reconstruct the lives of people in past societies. Unlike, say, historians who work primarily with texts, archaeologists concern themselves largely with objects. Now, these sort of physical objects can range from anything like buildings or cityscapes and landscapes through to much smaller items like ceramics or metalwork. From these things, we can start to reconstruct a lot about the past values of societies, their culture, and also their economic life. If we focus in on that sort of issue, we see that objects like this can tell us a great deal about trade and manufacturing. These objects were gathered in Barkia in Cairo. This district was used largely as a rubbish dump up until the 18th century, and so we have a rich material culture from that area. This ranges from mundane and functional items like this water jug, which must have been made in thousands, through to more ambitious glazed wares, such as we can see here. This item is rather interesting in that it's covered with a green glaze. It was manufactured in Egypt, but the decoration here is trying to copy imported Chinese pottery of the type that we see here. So we see how a local market demands imitations of much more expensive wares. This too is copying Chinese pottery, in this case Chinese blue and white porcelain, made in Egypt, and we have on the back a signature, a man called Ghaibi. Now we could tell a great deal about him from the signatures that he left. We know that he worked both in Cairo and in Damascus, but that most likely he came from northwestern Iran in order to work in those cities. Not only that, we know that he passed on his workshop to his son. So these are the sorts of things that we can start to get at by looking at material objects.